Netcasts you love.
From people you trust.
This is TWiT.
Audio bandwidth for the Daily GizWiz is provided by Winamp. Subscribe to the Daily GizWiz and all your favorite podcasts with the ultimate media player. Download it for free at winamp.com. Video bandwidth for the Daily GizWiz is provided by CacheFly at CacheFly.com.
It's time for the Daily GizWiz with Mad's Maddest writer Dick DeBartolo. This is episode 1290 for Friday, February 18th, 2011, the Bose QuietComfort 1. And now, get ready for Dick. There they stood, ranged along the Silicon hillsides, met to view the last of me, a digital frame for one more picture in a sheet of lame. I saw them and I knew them all, and yet, dauntless, the vuvuzela to my lips I set, and blue, Daily GizWiz to the warehouse came.
They're geeky and they're goofy, together they are loopy. When gadgets pass away, he takes them out to play in Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
It is time for the Daily GizWiz. I'm Tom Merritt, filling in for Leo Laporte, and you, if you've forgotten, are Mad's Maddest writer Dick DeBartolo.
I am. You know, someday when you come to the city, I will take you to the Gadget Warehouse.
Oh,
because it does exist. You know,
there's an actual
Leo thought there is an actual warehouse on 83rd and Amsterdam Avenue, and Leo came and we did some recording there because. Unfortunately, I mean, in a way, it's good that they did. They finally remodeled the elevator because it was really scary. It was one of those old chain-operated, clanking. They still have you have to open those big gates. The gates slide open, and but it's fun. It's a 12-story warehouse right here in Manhattan.
wow.
Just 2 blocks from Disneyland.
I can't wait. I would love. Next time I'm coming out to New York, I'm going to take you up on that. I would love to see that.
You're going to come to Mad Magazine, Disneyland, and Dick's Gadget Warehouse. I mean, it's worth a trip. It's worth.
I've always said I will not go to Disneyland until I've gone to Disneyland.
No. Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, I will. I'm not going to that pretender first.
No.
Not till I've seen the real thing.
That's right. That is correct.
All right, so this actually Gadget Warehouse is one of my favorite bits because I am a big fan of the retro gear. I like to see what you pull out.
Well, it is amazing because we were talking on the theater, the show about theater home theater systems when.
Well, when Scott
Leo,
Wilkinson was filling in for Leo on the Tech Guy?
Leo, right. And Scott was saying that he was not a big fan of Bose home theater, but he absolutely loved Bose noise reduction headphones, as I do. And I got to thinking, I said, you know what? I bet I have the very first pair of Bose noise reduction headphones, the QCs, because they call them all the QuietComfort, in the warehouse. So I went to the warehouse and I actually found them. So this goes back to, I think it was the year 2000. So
the year 2000.
I know, isn't it right? 2000. Leo and I once did it with something like each in gadgets each year is equal to about 9 years. You know, like dogs are 7. So this goes back, and we're talking 11 years. So
99 years in gadget time.
Yes, exactly. Okay, so they did not fold. They had all the electronics were external. They had, if you wanted to play music through it, the cable that ran to your music player was attached and could not be removed. So you were carrying around quite a bit of equipment, especially if you just wanted to use the noise reduction. Now, the one thing that I totally forgot about on these is that the box has the on-off switch, but it has on-off high-low. Now, do you use Bose QuietComfort headsets at all, Tom?
I don't. No, I use a Shure set when I go on airplanes because they're in-ear.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Leo happens to like in-ear stuff. Leo likes to drive them in with a mallet, you know. He really so then the QuietComfort 2 was when they put everything inside the headpiece, and then they made it so that if you were not going to listen to music, you could actually clip the wire out of the headphone and just have them on your head with no wires at all. And the only reason I mentioned, did you have them, is the high-low switch. Someone on an airplane once said to me, my Bose are so loud. Is there no way to control them? I said, well, you know, you use the volume of the movie headset volume. And he said, oh, they're still a little bit loud. And I said, oh, you know what? The high-low switch is now hidden. So if you have Bose and you ever wanted to make them either higher or lower volume, if you pull the wire out that comes out on a little jack, you'll notice the side of the jack has a little high-low switch built into it. So if you're one of those people that never read instructions and didn't know why you didn't have more control over your volume on your Bose, that little wire connector has the switch that used to be on the outside, now built internally in there.
Now, why do they do that? Why is it just trying to keep all of that stuff hidden? I mean, why couldn't you just put it on the side?
You know, I think it was a way that if you were just going to use them, yeah, you're right. If you were going to use them totally as noise reduction headphones, you didn't need any of that stuff. I really don't know why. Also, it's interesting that they came in at $299, and they pretty much stayed at $299, just getting better and better as time went on. And Scott and I both agree that the QC QuietComfort 15s really are amazing. They make it really whisper quiet in an airplane or whatever you use them for. They're pretty neat. But there you go.
I have to say, those old 2000s, they do not look that much different, other than having all of the the guts on the outside.
Yes. Well, the new ones also, they fold in so that they can lie flat in the case. Mm-hmm. You know that there's a hinge now so that you can fold them in and put them in a very thin case. But no, they're basically kind of the same.
I don't dispute that they are superior to the in-ear, those QuietComfort, any of the external ones. They just do a better job when they could surround your whole ear like that. But I just hate having to carry that much stuff. And the in-ears are always nice and compact.
So are you actually carrying noise reduction headphones, or are you just using regular headphones that go so far in they actually reduce noise? Because
I just don't have very good hearing.
Oh, that's it. Yeah. You know, another thing is just put something loud by your ear before you get on the flight. And
you know, it's funny. I have those Shure Edomotic noise reduction headphones, and I put them in one time, and a woman sitting behind me, maybe one or two rows, all of a sudden I could hear her better. I couldn't hear anything else. It blocked out the plane noise and most of the other noise, but her voice was on such a frequency that it just cut right through, and I could hear every word she was saying.
Oh, that's a riot. Yeah. That is so funny.
I'd take them out, and I couldn't hear. I mean, I could tell she was talking, but I couldn't hear what she was saying anymore. I'd put in the noise reduction, and all of a sudden, crystal clear. I could spy on her.
That's very funny. Yeah, and people don't realize that it's just killing the noise mainly of the engines. And so while you're wearing it, they go, "Sir, do you want dinner?" I can hear you. Yes. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Do you have a low switch, ma'am?
Yes, exactly. Wait, before you say that again, let me just click my Bose on low. Put my Bose on low.
You know, as the kids say these days, put my Bose on low and send a letter to the GizWiz. In fact, it's time to read a letter. May I have a theme?
Wow. That is the antidote to the Thursday bounce around crazy theme.
Yes. It makes me want to pull out my my little leather book and hit myself in the head with it ritually.
What is that? What is that? A case for your?
This is a little faux leather bound notebook that came along with a toy sonic screwdriver from Doctor Who that has Doctor Who's notes from a particular episode where he can't remember that he is a Time Lord, so he starts to dream about it and take down the notes.
Wow, that's very nice. Our letter goes, hi there, Dick. I knew you and Leo were touring the show floor at CES, that one of the products looked very familiar. At Disney's Epcot, the experimental prototype community of tomorrow, in the Kodak Pavilion's What Ifs lab, they had this technology for guests to play with on a larger level. You would just step up, wave your arms around a lot, and hit the various senses. They were great fun to play. It was as if you were conducting a symphony. It looks like they have finally made this into something affordable for consumers. Cool stuff. Dan Kakos, K-O-K-K-O-S. And what Dan's talking about is a device called Beams, B-E-A-M-Z, where indeed you wave your arms about and break laser beams and make music. But now that I read this letter, I remember going to the Kodak Pavilion, and you could actually put your entire body into this. The little beams thing cost, I think, $200. But the Kodak thing, you actually could go in and use your entire body to make music. But it is interesting that something that was used in that What If lab has come down to the consumer level at an affordable price. And they are not sponsoring any part of the Daily GizWiz.
That's pretty nifty. Then, so you, in the smaller model, in the I was about to say in the non-music making body model, which sounds like a pickup line, but in the smaller model, you just use your hands. Is that right?
You just use your hands, right? And you download songs. I'm sorry?
Almost like a theremin.
It is like a theremin. It is. And that was one of the shows we did. If you go back through your your little magic marker, go back through your little lab notes. If you have a book, I assume like Tom's, with every Daily GizWiz, all your Daily GizWiz notes, just look for the Beams episode.
Beams.
There you go. Wow, there you go. Yeah, you see, it's a very modified. It's about the size of a small music stand.
Beams. Oh, here it is. Beams episode. Got it. Okay. I'll look that back up later. All right. Well, this has been fantastic. Thanks for letting me fill in this week. And I will be back
next week.
Next week as well.
Yeah.
That's right. When we come on Monday with a brand new episode of the Daily GizWiz.
I'll be here.
D-A-I-L-Y. It's the Daily GizWiz. It's the Daily GizWiz. It's the Daily GizWiz.
It makes its own gravy.